always hungry. But now it was like back then it was like I literally couldn't even afford food.
Yeah.
Someone said a
was
red
tough.
flag is when a girl's always hungry.
When a girl's always hungry,
Speaking of red flags, but,
I don't
Yeah,
have
always
no
hungry.
red flags. First of all, like
Red flag. That's a red flag, my nigga. That's a fucking red flag. If you cannot identify the problems within yourself, that's a red flag. How do you sit
How
there?
is the problems within myself a red
Flag.
flag for you? Who are you comparing me to?
You.
Who are you? You're comparing me to me? You don't even know me. You just met me. What are you talking about?
I know you
know
enough.
what? If
I know you
have
enough to
red
know you have red
flags-
flags.
If I have red flags,
Uh huh.
there's 6 of them.
Mm-hmm.
It's 6 flags. It's a great adventure. You're gonna love it here.
That's a red
You're
flag.
gonna stand in line to come in. You're gonna come for a ride. You're gonna have a great time. You might get a little sick, but you would do it again
That's a red
if
flag.
you had the chance.
That's a red flag. I'm gonna tell you why Six
Six
Flags.
Flags.
And
I'ma
people
tell you-
love me.
I'm gonna tell you why Six Flags is a red flag. 1, overpriced. 2, mad people in there. 3,
too many kids.
too many kids. 4, overpriced food. 5, the rides make you dizzy. Why would I want to get on a ride that's gonna make me dizzy? That's
If I'm a
stupid.
red
never
flag,
gotten- I've
I'm
never
the
gotten
red
dizzy.
flag
6,
that is
it's not always
that
clean.
is tapered to Superman's neck that he flies with. That would be the
Yours a-
red flag that
yours a
I
flag?
I lift you up.
Oh, the cape?
Okay, you fly with me.
You know,
We love it here. Like, what are you talking about?
the
Like,
golf
I
course-
feel like you're dead ass talking about like doing heroin and licking toes, and you're worried about the red flags that I have. You're
Yes.
worried about how toxic I am.
Because you can't even ignite.
you're like the embodiment
Look
of
how
a
she
red
just
flag
glitched.
right now.
Look how she just glitched out. Like I didn't
What are
notice
you
that
talking
shit.
about?
She
Like,
was-
what do you
I saw
mean?
that glitch. She's like, what do you?
Remember the Metamorphosis novels as a kid, the Animorph ones?
Oh,
the
I love
animals?
those.
You're,
I love
right
those
now,
books.
right now, you're turning into a red flag. Like
Oh
you're,
my God.
you know, this cover is like the animals progressively
You can't
changing.
snake me like
You're
that.
progressively just turning into a flag. Like
Listen, man. Everybody has a red flag. You not being able to self-identify your red flags is, a bit conspicuous.
conspicuous.
Why would I know? Okay, I have my red flags, right?
What are
For
they?
men. You know what one of them is? If you like Three Musketeers, that's a red flag.
Like the candy.
How would a man,
Yeah.
how would
I
a
wasn't sure
man
you were talking about the candy or-
self-identify that red flag in himself?
When he
For
eats
me,
3 Red
you
Musketeers.
see red flags when you getting to know that person. Why would
You
I
got a
call
couple red
out?
flags.
Where?
Migo, you said some shit. I just sat there. I was like, what? I remember one time we was at the liquor store and you was like, yo, like something about a man just fighting for me is like, I really like that. She said,
Okay.
but she didn't say like she was
Like
Look,
physically,
I don't-
like fist fighting.
You don't
Yeah, like
want
physically,
you don't
like
want
a
to protect
physical-
me?
No.
Okay.
Am
I
I to be
no.
left in the
No. You
the
didn't say it.
vulnerable state?
No, the way you said it was just a random fight. Like nothing has to happen. Just a man fighting in general. To me, is like. This was years ago though.
Men watch men fight in boxing matches and such.
Yeah, but I don't want
Everyone
my
loves
man just
that.
walking outside fighting. Like you was like, yeah, like I want him just to knuckle up.
You ever see that video? The dude like outside of 7-Eleven with his girl, and then this other dude walks up and goes up to his girlfriend. He's like, "You're so beautiful," and the dude just walks up and punches him in the face.
That's what she was like.
Yeah, that's what I'm envisioning. Like the random dude saw them clearly together, and he still went up to the girl and was like, "Oh, you're so
Yeah.
beautiful," and the dude just knocks him out cold.
I feel like
It's- it's-
identifying
That's what I'm saying.
one's problems is like key to growth. Like,
so.
It is.
What are your red flags? Do you have a major red flag?
damn, I have a lot. Like what I mean, like about me
Yeah,
or like
about
what?
you. Like if someone were to date you, what's be like a red flag?
Oh, I'm super fucking moody. Like,
Okay.
everybody knows that. Within like 20 minutes of meeting me, you're like, damn, like this nigga would just get ticked off at the slightest thing. Like the slightest inconvenience for me is like,
Okay.
actually no, you wouldn't know that within meeting me. Eventually you will see though, because
That's
like,
one. All right.
like punctuality. Well, no, I'm on time. That's a red flag of someone else. But yeah, the moody thing, probably cheap. It's tricky though because like I'll just blow all my money on food. Like I won't hesitate with food. I just don't like spending money on clothes, I guess. I guess that's a
You'll be
red flag.
openly
On
cheap.
clothes for yourself?
Like
or
you'll
clothes for
you'll
me?
spend money.
Myself, like I don't like I'm very picky about when I buy clothes. Like you feel me?
Like,
You'll
why is you being cheap for you a red flag for me?
I don't
Like,
know.
What were you saying?
I'm saying you'll spend money, but you'll still talk. You'll still like bitch about it. You know what I mean? Like that's a level of cheap. Like I'll
Anything
spend money, but
outside
I'll be
of
like,
yeah, anything outside of food.
outside of food, food is like it's cool.
Food, we're all good. I'll spend 100 right now, not even flinch.
Damn.
Like, I won't even think about it. I was like, all
You
right.
want to go to a Michelin star restaurant?
Yeah.
There's some out here. I'm kind of.
I be looking at them.
They're looking expensive as
It was
fuck.
an Indian restaurant. All right.
We'll talk about
that.
that. I was thinking about food the other day. You don't need that.
That was. But I think, yeah, really just a moody thing. I didn't have time to think about this, but off the rip, moody. Yumiko staring at me like she knows all
You got
my
a
red
few
flags.
red flags.
So what are my red flags?
What are your red flags?
She's like an astronaut where they plant the
I love
flag.
too hard. That's a good one. My red flag is I love too hard.
That's like when you're in an interview and they say what are your weaknesses and you gotta gas it up.
Right.
I'm caring. That's a red flag
I'm
for me.
not staring at you.
I'm
like I know
overly
you're-
passionate.
Overly passionate.
You gotta.
But I feel like overly passionate and moody is the same thing.
That's just a nicer
it's
way of putting it.
You can spin it. You can spin it like that. I don't think a moody person is a red flag, by the way. Like, I like a lot of emotions. Like, I'm
Nah,
very,
I'd just be like annoyed.
like, I like that. I'm like, yeah, cry.
Do I have any red flags, Admiral?
Do you?
You spend like the most
You,
time with me,
you
probably.
sleep. You have a very low social battery. Like out of nowhere he'll be out, and out of nowhere just a switch just flips, and he's like, "I need to go home."
I need to go home. Immediately.
like no, I need to leave
Immediately.
right now. I'm like, "Yo, what happened? We're having a good time." He's like, "Nah, yeah, but nah, I need to go home." Like, it'll flip out, and you'll be having a blast. Y'all be clearly you having a good time. Y'all enjoying the moment, and out of nowhere it just. Like, oh shit, this nigga needs a charger. Like, he just
Yeah.
the battery just went on E.
I feel like for me,
That's really fucking.
it's really true.
No, it's really funny. Like,
Like I literally like when I make plans with you, I'm like, all right, at least I know I'm gonna get home early. Like,
Yeah.
I literally like I know I'm ready.
That's why it was so
shit.
shooking that he was out.
Yeah, exactly.
Past-
Like,
past
I'm like, you're
10:30.
going out? Oh shit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's
like,
hilarious.
You definitely get your
She's
sleep
like, yo,
hours
I
in.
gotta go.
it literally be that blunt too. Like
Like, at least I'm not lying. I was like, yeah, I gotta go, man. I'm done.
I'm
verbatim. Like,
tired.
Nah, I just be like, I'm done. Like, I'm out. Crazy thing, I'll be walking. And crazy thing is when I do that shit, like most of the time I'm in the city, I don't even immediately go home. I just walk.
yeah, you'll
Like I'll just
extend
walk to the train and it'll be like 45 blocks. Like I'm just like, just enjoying my own space. Like
it. Yeah, I gotta lie to you. I'd be like, yeah, nah, it was 5 more minutes, and then try to extend that 5 into 30. And
nah, but I
it'll
know
work
you.
sometimes.
I just let it rock.
Yeah.
Like when we did that squid shit, when we went to go get squid tacos, I was like, I know this is nowhere in the vicinity.
When we get
It's
squid
in Steinway. It's like a year ago. It's getting
Oh, yeah.
Took dumb long. Like,
Oh yeah.
it's like
Damn.
15 blocks. He's
You
like,
didn't
yeah,
even,
no,
you
it's
didn't
next
even get
block.
them.
I was like,
You didn't even get the squid taco.
I didn't want it.
That's
We
a
just
shame.
went outside because you wanted
It
tacos.
was a really good squid taco.
Okay, it looked disgusting.
It was good.
What are your red flags, sir?
I feel like in a dating aspect, I'm like very cold. I'm a very cold person. Like getting emotions out of me is
Like,
like,
you're iron deficient?
like I'm
I'm
anemic.
anemic.
I'm anemic. No, it's just like I'm the opposite of like, I guess not opposite of moody, but it's like literally I don't have high highs and I don't have low lows. I'm always just like my reactions are the same to everything. So it's like I'm always just like relaxed and chill when it comes to shit.
Nonchalant.
Yeah, nonchalant. And that's a big pet peeve for a lot of people. Like,
Yeah.
you'll say that you're so nonchalant to everything. It's like, feel something, motherfucker. Like, get some.
Yeah, super nonchalant. I'll be watching
Yeah.
the clips back. I'm like, damn, that wasn't funny.
Yeah, like, sometimes I'll be thinking it's funny. I'm just like,
You just don't show it.
Fucking Kawhi Leonard. That
Kawhi.
ass.
Oh my god.
do that Kawhi laugh.
That's all the
Nah, I
red
need
flags you got.
emotions. Look, that's what a relationship is for.
That's my red flag.
Right.
So now that we identified ourselves, well, some of us, what do you feel are the red flags in, I guess, men? Am I saying that right? Does that make sense?
Right. I want to just expand on why
You believe you're
I
perfect.
think it's weird
Oh,
for me to identify red flags within myself, because I'm talking about red flags in the context of, if you're dating me, this is going to be a red flag for you. Like,
Ooh.
why would I
well, you wouldn't
think
tell them
about that? Like, it's like, if
The
if
framing.
you see red flags for me, go date another girl.
What?
If you're dating me, you'll love it here. You know what I'm saying? So if I'm looking
They
at
might
your red
love
flag,
it here, but you might have red flags.
No.
We all like
if
red flags.
okay, if I'm taking Amaro's red flag into account, and then he's saying like, oh, like, you know, I don't have high highs, I don't have low lows. He's saying I'm somebody who's emotionally stable, right? Is that a red flag? Is that
This
necessarily a
motherfucker,
red
this
flag?
mother emotionally stable. Get the fuck out of here.
Right. So like
Like,
some women will
'Cause
see
no,
that.
no, hold on a
Some-
second.
But
Let me
like,
spin that.
wait,
Let me
let
spin
me
that.
say that. Some women will see that and say, that is very attractive to me.
Okay.
Some women will see that and they will be like, I don't really like that.
Because emotionally stable, because right now emotionally stable sounds cool until like, I don't know, it's your fucking wedding and he's just like this.
Right. But like that's not my problem. So I
Mm-hmm.
personally don't like that in men. I don't really want somebody that's stagnant. Like I want big emotions because that's what I find attractive. But it's for me. I'm looking for somebody for me. So like why am I identifying if I'm pointing out red flags in myself, I'm not for you. Like
No.
if you like women that are gonna split the bill with you, date another woman. That's not a red flag in me.
But there's
for
certain
me
things
to
that you can be like,
identify.
yo, like, here's where I am as a person, and I can see why it could be bad sometimes. Like, let's say you're a gaslighter. Like, that's a fucking red flag. Like, or you're misogynistic from a man's standpoint. Like, for me, if I was to acknowledge, like, yo, I am high-key misogynistic, that's something I should acknowledge and fucking fix. Being misogynistic is kind of
self-reflection.
fucked up. It's self-reflection.
Yeah,
like,
that's what it is.
That's just all it is. It's just self-reflection. It's not saying, oh, that person, because someone could have. Everybody has red flags. Everybody has red flags. Everybody has baggage.
I have things that I have to fix for myself to improve myself.
But it's not
as
saying
a person.
that person wouldn't date you.
But there's no reason why somebody shouldn't date me.
I never said that. Like, you jumped to that conclusion.
No, there's no.
That's another
there's
red flag, man. Let me stop.
Nah, I see what you're getting.
But
You're coming at the framing of it, whereas like, why should I have to value myself by the person that's gonna date me? Yeah,
Exactly, it doesn't make sense.
That
to me.
framing I get, but
it's like
yeah.
oh, so if somebody says, oh, what are your red flags? I'm
But
like,
who would ask that?
How would I know?
But no
Who
one's
would
gonna ask that.
Think about it. You just asked me this.
I can see
Correct.
some dudes asking that. Some
Yeah,
dudes
but
would be like, yo, what your red flag?
Right? What are
But
my
yeah.
red
What do you
flags?
bring to the table?
Like, it's like-
What do you bring to the table?
But hold on a second. You're moving the goalposts. You saying I just asked you that. We're literally doing it for a podcast on the premises of that was a trending thing on Twitter. I would never ask you that, and I've never asked you that in any other circumstances in the damn near decade I've known you.
I could see this happening on a date. Cause I feel
In
like
general.
this is phrased
Oh,
as...
so you say
I can
me.
see
No, not you personally. in
that
general.
this
I'm about
is
to say.
phrased as like, why are you single? Why did your last relationship
Someone asked me that
end?
before. Why
Like
am I
certain
single?
things like
I've
that.
asked that before.
It's like a thing, right?
I don't ask. I've been
Is
single.
that
for 4
a
years.
bad question? I don't think it's a.
It's not a bad question,
Yeah, I think
but
that-
like it's definitely a question that you could answer with your red flags. And it's like the reality of it.
That's the point of dating, though. No, you're just trying to figure
so
out
like it's
this
like
compatible.
person's. Yeah,
Yeah.
right.
that's
So
literally what a
it's
red flag is.
it's like something that I'm not compatible with, right? So
Yeah.
it's like, all right. So if say I was saying, oh, I'm very moody, is that a red flag?
What are
No.
y'all? What are y'all
Like-
red flags in dating? What do you see that's like top three? That's or maybe even just one if you have one. Just one
Judgy.
thing that judgy.
I think we were too judgy, like absurd.
Oh yeah, I see what you mean. Like
Like
closed-minded,
every little thing is like an attack against them.
like closed-minded stuff.
I'm trying to give examples, but I really can't remember one perfect one at the moment. I'm just gonna make up one. Just like it's probably gonna be like an insignificant one, but like let's say it was like, oh, you got an iPhone 6 and not an iPhone 12, like something like just unnecessary amount of judgment, like or like how you dress. Like I hate when people complain about how I dress. First of all, I dress good anyway, but I just don't like. Some people have their own swag and aesthetic, so I don't like when someone complains about how you dress. For me, like, nah, like I'll shut down and be like, I gotta go, man. I can't fuck with you no more. Cause like, why do you care? Like, I'm comfortable, I'm happy in what I'm dressing in. The fuck is it like an indictment against you on how I'm dressing? Like, you dirty smug, like, like what the fuck, like. Cause then I can complain about how you dress, but I don't care. Like, you're happy in what you wear. Like,
Yeah.
you feel me? But then judgment, like hyper judgment, is like, nah, like I gotta go.
Is there anything like small and petty?
Vegans.
He was like, damn. He was ready.
Vegans.
That's it queued up. It's like no vegans.
Nah. Okay.
Okay.
Vegans. Small and petty.
Like random. Like she brushed her teeth counterclockwise. Something dumb. You know what I mean? Like
It's funny. But
I don't know. Some goofy shit.
I don't know, man. Like,
Get back to it. We think
yeah, I gotta hear y'all example. I never thought about something so small and insignificant. And maybe I've said it in like passing, like, oh, like I guess I talk to you a lot about like dating. So maybe I said it to like you, and it's like, oh yeah, nah, like this nigga wildin', like. But I really don't know at the moment. Like I can't think about like the smallest thing on why I would like.
You've definitely said like when somebody doesn't know how to stop with like a joke.
No,
when
that's
they
annoying
drag
after a
it.
while. That's not insignificant and petty. if you're doing it for 12 hours, that's like, fam, that's 12 hours.
All right. Yeah.
Like, I literally went on a date and she did it for 5 hours. I was like, yo.
I feel like white girls for you are a red flag.
No, I have a
right?
a fear of white. Actually,
isn't
yes.
that just like? Isn't that just like
Yes.
it's like you know you see the whiteness and you're just like flag.
Bro,
Like,
I kid you not. I've been
that's a
trying
real
to like.
animorph.
I've been trying.
Animorph right there.
I've been trying to expand my dating palette, so I've been talking to white women on Hinge, and there's one white girl. I was like, wow, she's mad cute.
My dating
I
palette.
have a sucker. I'm a sucker for fat faces. Like I like chubby cheeks. So I was like, she's mad cute, got the chubby cheeks, lit, cool, whatever. She seems like a cool white. So I'm like, let me talk
Cool
to her. I was talking to her. I said, good morning, whatever. We're talking for a little bit. We're talking about Squid Games, actually. She stops responding. I'm like, all right, whatever. Like, she'll hit me when she hits me. She hits me the next day, same time in the morning. So she responds, I respond, and I say, good morning. This woman does not hit me up until 2 o'clock in the morning responding with good morning. I woke up, saw that message, and I said, I refuse to do this tango with a white woman. A black woman, I will deal with this. I will fully deal with this from a black woman. I don't care. You want to text me at 2 a.m.? I'll respond at 2:30. Like, a white woman? No, you're not going to text
the audacity.
You have the caucasity.
The caucasity.
To text me, I don't even know the time, 12 hours later at 2 o'clock in the morning saying good morning? Who the fuck do you think I am? I am a black man, a busy one at that. I have a podcast. Like, suck my dick. But don't. But suck my dick. Like,
but don't.
Like, so yes, I guess a minuscule thing would be white women.
that's a minuscule. The entire race of white women, that's just a small red flag for me.
I have a fear of white women. I'm scared of white women.
Okay.
Right.
Do you have anything that you instant cut off a dude?
Instant cut off. You're not generous.
Not generous.
Not generous.
In what sense?
With your time, with your money, with your attention. I don't want that. I don't like cheap men.
Okay.
Another one.
Talk louder.
Oh yeah. So like no, like I don't like that. Low effort. That's disgusting to me. But
yeah, that's fair.
vomit. And then also, if you used to be fat, that's a red flag.
Damn.
Yeah. It's like I don't want you fat now and I don't want you fat then. Cause I feel like I feel like
that would be her minuscule one though. That would be the
right.
minuscule one.
I feel like
Jesus.
People like men that used to be fat or if they were like slighted by women during their developing years, like in their teens and their high school, they have this chip on their shoulder and they develop like this vendetta against beautiful women. So I'm like, no, like I'm not going to be like your little trophy that you have. Yeah.
That was really specific.
No. Yes. Absolutely.
Referring to one singular person.
No, I'm referring to it's a thing. It's like if you weren't considered like handsome, and then you not to say that like fat
Beauty is
people aren't
subjective.
handsome. Beauty is subjective. If you weren't considered handsome by like society in those developing years, like high school, middle school to high school, really high school, then I just feel like you have this chip on your shoulder and you have something
villains.
to prove. Yes, you're like a villain. So I'm like, absolutely
That's
not.
where alpha men come from. Fat niggas.
What the fuck?
Right. Like, I don't know. It's like not only fat, but also a loser. Like if you were like a loser.
What defines a loser?
Like no friends.
Okay.
Yeah.
If they were a loser in the past.
Yeah. I'm just
But
like,
what if they were just shy? I was a loser.
that's fine. You weren't a loser.
I was a loser.
You had friends. You have friends to this day.
I don't need friends. I have family.
Okay, okay.
Right.
Dom Toretto.
All right, Vin Diesel.
Vin Diesel.
All right.
Yeah. Fat niggas
what
is
about
wild,
for you?
though.
Ooh, okay. What should I get off
Used to
with?
be fat.
What should I get off with first? How can I slander women today? No, my number one big one that I can't do is overly insecure women. My biggest pet peeve. Huge red flag for me. If you gotta question me if you gotta start questioning me you need validity every 2 seconds just for like you because you feel insecure about something. Like I get like you need to obviously in a relationship you need to show validation to your partner and show you respect them and appreciate them. Yeah. But at the same time, if it's something that you're super insecure about, I'm trying to think of a specific example, but if it's something you're super insecure about and every 2 seconds you gotta like you gotta like tippy toe or be like, oh no, it's okay. You look whatever. This is fine. Of course, whatever. I don't know. It's like
I get it.
I can't do that.
Hypersensitive.
Yeah.
I need to think of a better. I need to think of a better example.
It's like, I understand what he's saying. Like those girls that put themselves down all the time, and then they're like,
yeah.
or like they think that if you say something,
or like something, right? Like, do I something like
validation seeking?
Yeah, it's a, yeah. I can't do that.
I agree with that for men.
The lack of confidence is like,
Mm-hmm. Let me ask you.
Lack of confidence and false confidence.
Okay.
Dudes be having false confidence.
False confidence,
I don't even
what does that mean?
That. Like dudes just be like they overcompensate and they try to like act like super like ultra confident. It's like, bro, your confidence doesn't match.
Can you give me an example?
I don't know, just dudes that like someone that'll brag about like their body count or something like that.
Okay,
like, that's an
Right.
example.
I was really confused.
And I feel
Or like,
like
yeah, like I mess with bitches better than you on the regular. That type of dude.
Right.
Like that type of
Okay.
like
And I
where's
feel
your confidence
like
coming from?
Men
I thought you
who
just meant,
didn't get
like
women's attention
Mm-hmm.
when they were like in their formative years are like that.
It's like confidence,
Right.
but it's rooted in insecurity.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? It's
false
like
confidence.
it's like you're
Like,
overcompensating.
it's ego.
Yeah.
It's like
Okay.
you have a lot of ego and you can't put that aside.
Yeah.
I don't like that.
So,
Ew, fake deep. Ew. Like, leave me alone with your opinions and Ruby core quotes. I don't like that either.
so we talked about.
minor things. Quick thing. Minor red flags is women that are obsessed with horoscopes. That's one. And septum rings. 2 red flags.
Okay.
Just throwing them out there.
All right. So we talked about like the negative of.
Ooh, chest tattoos
dating.
across the chest.
Oh yeah, for women too. Under boob tattoos for or inner boob
Nah, I like
tattoos
that
for
shit.
women.
Love that shit.
Nah. I used to, and then I got played.
Right.
It got
So
played
your
out.
red flag for her is his turn on. So
Yeah.
how could she identify her tattoo? Because
No, it
some
says
men
get the tattoo.
like it.
You
Right?
get the tattoo. I never said
I'm
like.
just bringing
It's
back the
teachers own.
self-identifying red flag thing,
Yeah, man.
right?
That was like a minuscule thing. That's
One
like
man's trash. You know what I mean?
Is another man's treasure,
Exactly.
Oh, treasure. Okay.
right?
It's another man's wifey.
What did you
Waifu?
say?
I said waifu. So we're talking about the negative sides of dating, I guess, and red flags.